This is where the dinosaurs roamed 70 million years ago. Today, their bones rest in the riverbeds and canyons of what is known as the Canadian Badlands, about a 2-hour drive out of Calgary, Alberta. Now, this is an area you'd expect to see some rough and tumble pickup trucks and cowboys and ranchers behind the wheel. Or you could find a new Mercedes-Benz sport utility among the ghost towns and the remains of these prehistoric creatures. Nah, I don't think so. But wait, that does look like a Mercedes. Okay, in all seriousness, that is the new GLC Coupe. Yes, I know a coupe has 2 doors, but this GLC Coupe actually has 5 doors. Never mind. Now, it was just about a year ago when Mercedes decided to ex-nay the GLK and rename it the GLC, and they brought in a new GLC sport utility. So I guess Mercedes thought it was time to maybe grow the GLC family with this new coupe. Let's find out why.
We brought in a coupe version because we have been seeing a really strong industry trend towards the SUV side, and we wanted to bring something in that was a little bit sportier than an SUV. And for the people that are really fashion conscious, this is a really great looking vehicle.
Ryan, you're young. A coupe is 2 doors.
Mercedes was the pioneer in introducing the CLS, which was the first 4-door coupe, passenger car. So it was fitting to release a 4-door SUV coupe.
I have to admit, I'm a bit of a hardcore. For me, a coupe has 2 doors, but it does have that styling that you might have expected if they had actually welded the back 2 doors shut. It's got that shorter rear end to it, the longer front end. So it's kind of that classic styling that we think of when we think of a coupe. All of the manufacturers, I find, when a niche opens, they all have to be in it. So we have vehicles like the X6, like the F-Pace, the Macan, and now, of course, Mercedes-Benz has to have a vehicle that competes in that segment as well.
The GLC Coupe has been modified technically to drive much more sportier than the GLC SUV. So, for instance, the steering ratio has been quickened, the suspension has been firmed up, the dynamic select driving modes also have been retuned for a sportier drive. Powertrain has been maintained with the GLC SUV. We start off with the GLC 300 4MATIC Coupe, which comes with a 241 horsepower turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. And then the next step up would be the Mercedes-AMG GLC 43 4MATIC Coupe, which comes with a 362 horsepower bi-turbo V6 engine.
It's going to be a small market for them. I believe they said they're expecting maybe 20% of the take rate of the GLC overall. But, I mean, obviously 20%, there are people out there that really like this sort of thing.
One of the reasons a vehicle like this costs so much money is simply because it is loaded with technology, impressive technology, not only to make the drive more comfortable, but also to keep you safer. And this GLC Coupe is loaded with active safety technology, including something called steering assist. It's not unique, but its job is to keep you in the middle of the lane up to 200 kilometers an hour. However, out here in the Badlands, there's some technology that's been around for a long time, and it's not going to cost you a dime, and it will keep you in the middle lane. Have a listen. Yes, those are called rumble strips. And boy, if you doze off, those will wake you up.
This is a C-Class platform. The C in GLC is where that comes from. So we have maintained a lot of styling elements from the C-Class, and it is a familiar design to people that want to step up to something a little bit higher riding from a C-Class sedan.
For the longest time, I found they were just sort of on a flat level where the cars were good, but there wasn't really anything spectacular about them. And some of the other manufacturers like Audi and BMW, they were upping their game. And Mercedes all of a sudden seemed to wake up and smell the coffee and started coming out with some really great designs and some nice driving cars. And this is just more of the same, where it drives really nice, it handles well. The interior is beautiful. And I think with the GLC Coupe, they're just moving along and moving up to be in contention.
It's a niche market for something like this, but it would be really impressive to anyone who drives it to show off every day.
Even a young guy like you?
Even a young guy like me.
They say it's the tallest dinosaur in the world at 86 feet, and you can find it right in Drumheller, Alberta, right in the middle of the Badlands. And that's kind of cool. And maybe that's a good way to describe the new GLC Coupe. Kind of cool. And of course, it's a Mercedes, so it's got a great drive, lots of technology, it's got an AMG version. It all comes at a price. But I'll guarantee you one thing, this 5-door coupe, still have a hard time saying that, is going to have a welcoming reception at a dealer near you. That's it for now. We'll see you next time out as we continue to bring you more stories about cars and the people who drive them.